and welcome back to The Oily Life. My name is Tanya, and on my channel I like to share all things natural living, so natural DIYs, essential oil information, natural living product hauls, as well as how I make some of the products for my natural bath and body business called The Oily Life. Today we are going to be making a triple butter cold process soap using mango butter, shea butter, and cocoa butter. This is a new recipe I formulated, and I'll have it down in the description box in case you want to try it out for yourself. Now let's go make some soap. Alright, so today we are making a triple butter soap. So I have everything all melted down here. There's still a few little chunks of shea butter, but as I blend, those will get incorporated into the batter as well. In this recipe, I'm using mango butter, shea butter, and cocoa butter, along with some liquid oils. I'm using coconut oil as a soft oil, and then hemp and castor oil. So it's going to be a really creamy, rich soap that still has a good amount of cleansing power. And then I also have some coconut milk powder and kaolin clay in here. We are going to be scenting this soap with essential oils. So this is Tangerine and Ylang Ylang. And I'm going to go ahead and just pour that in. There we go. And give this a quick little mix. And then I'm also, for our colorant, we're going to be using Rapunzel from Nurture Soap, just to give it a nice rich gold color. I thought with a triple butter soap that would be nice. So I'm just dumping that in as well. And then we're going to go ahead and get our lye water poured in. Now I expect that this is going to move pretty quick, just from the different butters that I'm using in here and the amount of them. So I'm not going to be doing anything too elaborate as a design. I'm just going to have one base color, and then we're going to do an in the pot mica drop with some copper penny from Nurture Soap, just to give it a little something extra. But let's go ahead and get this in. We're going to give it a quick blend before we put the lye water in. And then for this recipe, I just played around. I knew I wanted to use 3 different butters, and I kind of just played around on soap calc until I got a combination that I liked as far as the properties of the soap. I'll have this recipe down in the description box in case you want to give it a try. And with the Tangerine and Ylang Ylang essential oils, they do have lower usage rates, so it is going to be kind of a more lightly scented soap. But with the floral and then the citrus, you don't want it to be too overpowering. So the Ylang Ylang I only used at a 2% usage rate. And then I did go all the way up to the full amount you were allowed on the Tangerine, which was the 5% usage rate. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and get our lye water poured in. Just gonna switch to a whisk for a second. I love how warm and buttery this is looking. All right, I think that's looking really good there. It's smelling amazing. The citrus with just that little bit of floral is a really nice combination. Light, not overpowering, so perfect for a rich bar like this. All right, so now we're gonna do our mica drop. Like I said, this is Copper Penny from Nurture Soap. I just used some of my base oils to get it distributed in. And we're gonna kind of go around a little bit and say the sides a little bit at 12, 3, 6, and 9, and then save a little bit for the top. And just like that. Let's see if I can not spill anything here. And then just a real quick light stir. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and get this poured in our mold. So far, it hasn't sped up too much, so really happy about that. Like I said, I just wasn't sure. And then I was adding in a floral too, as far as the scent. So I was a little worried. And then anything I have left over, I'll just pour in a little mold on the side. There we go. Oh, love it. So we're gonna let this set up for a second before we texture the top. So little change of plans here. I think I'm just gonna spritz the top with some rubbing alcohol and then give it a swirl. Keep it kind of simple, but I am gonna add some glitter in to give it just a little something else. That looks really pretty there. So I'm gonna let this set up for 18 to 24 hours and then we'll be back to cut. All right, and we are back to cut my triple butter soap. I really, really like how this one turned out. The colors are amazing. The scent came through nice with the tangerine and the Ylang Ylang, or Ylang Ylang. So really happy with that. Just gonna get these little end pieces off. I never managed to not mess up the corners of my soap. I don't know why I'm showing you the end piece, but I don't know if there's any sort of secret to that other than patience, but I always seem to get those corner end pieces a little bit smushed, so I just cut them off for samples. Love how this turned out with kind of the long swirls, almost like streaks. Top turned out really nice too. Little focus. But super happy with the soap. This is the first time I made this particular recipe, and I think it's going to be a really nourishing, nice bar of soap. So I use 3 different butters: shea, mango, and cocoa butter. Sorry, that's my washer there. And then along with that, I used hemp seed oil, castor oil, and coconut oil. I think that combination is just going to be really rich and creamy for the skin, but still cleansing. And I'm actually getting a good deal of the Ylang Ylang as far as the scent goes, which is very low usage rate, so I didn't use much of it at all, but it is coming through nicely so far. And the Kaolin clay, that we used in the soap, and also the coconut milk powder to a certain degree, will help anchor both the Ylang Ylang and the Tangerine essential oils. So yeah, overall very happy with the soap. So how are you all holding up in the summer heat? It's always really hot and humid in Kentucky over the summer, so that is not anything new. I've been trying to get my walks with Luna done super early, well, not super early, before 9 a.m. just to kind of beat the heat some. And then we do a little baby walk in the afternoon just to get her out one more time, since we're doing our first walk so early. But yeah, I'm over the heat. Love all the flowers and things I'm getting in my backyard right now because of the heat, but I am definitely more of a fall girl, which I have mentioned on this channel before. I do have some, I'm pretty excited about, I do have some pumpkins growing right now. It's my first time trying to grow pumpkins, and I'm hoping they're gonna make all my fall dreams come true. So I'll have lots and lots of pumpkins to decorate with. So hopefully, if I can keep our little neighborhood groundhog from eating all of my plants, I'll have lots of pumpkins this fall. Really like the swirls on this one. So thank you so much for being here for another video. I hope you enjoyed it and that it inspires you to try making this soap for yourself. If you're not already subscribed, I'd love it if you would and become part of my family here on YouTube. You can also join me over on Instagram at essentially.tanya. I share a lot of the same content, but there's also some other random stuff thrown in just from my daily life and things I enjoy, things like that. So take care, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.